Nothing will work to get your ex back until you do this one thing. I'm Benny Lichten-Wallner. I help people get their exes back, and nothing will work to get your ex back until you make this mental shift from caring more than your ex to them being able to actually sense that you actually care less than them about putting things back together. Now, the one exception to this would be if you're a dismissive avoidant and you've hurt a fearful avoidant. You don't necessarily want to communicate that you care less in the beginning. There's actually some communication things that you want to be able to do if that's your attachment style. But for everyone else, you need to demonstrate that you care less than your ex. And until they actually buy into that, they are not going to come running towards you. Everything that you do and say needs to add up to this idea that you care less. And you have to actually care less. You can't actually kind of just fake it or whatever. Okay? So you have to get yourself to a place where you're independently happy. You're doing your own. You kind of visualize your life in the future as you with someone, and you hope it's your ex, in this little wifey or hubby slot that you have, but you don't need it to be them. It's a faceless slot. Anybody can go in here, supermodel, whoever. So you have to make peace with the idea of losing them, and you have to make peace with the idea that you're going to be okay no matter what happens, win or lose, getting your ex back. Once they can sense that this is actually real, you will see a renewed sense of interest. They will kind of circle back around and start sniffing you out. And as you act in a way that's congruent with this idea that maybe they care more, they will try more and more all the way up into this point of anxiety where they start chasing you. And that's where you can really start getting somewhere with them. Insofar as you're sitting around crying all the time, not going out, not doing things for yourself, ruminating about them, wishing you can have them back, wanting to tell them like your every last little sentiment about everything you regret and all this kind of shit, you will never, ever be able to get them back in that headspace. So what does this mean? Because you're feeling authentic feelings right now, like you really do want them back. You're sad about everything, and you probably deserve to be sad. Well, you have to feel your feelings and get them out of your system. And at the point where you can observe that you're kind of ruminating a little bit too much or focusing on this a little bit too much, you pick yourself up, you make yourself stronger, and you start working on yourself, make yourself into this independently cool, happy person, and then demonstrate that to your ex at the right time of going back in and reestablishing contact. Now, if you want my help with this process, I help people all the time do this, and I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people get their ex back to this day. If you want to be the next one, comment or DM the word Benny, and we'll set up a one-on-one call, and then I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back.